Hey, and welcome to another Geek Out commentary. I'm Sam.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jake.
I'm Josh.
And this week we're all about Dick. So
this week.
Yeah. But
this week.
To kind of, as we've hinted, like a pulp fest for Jake's birthday, this is the first of the modern pulp wave.
Oddly enough, first porn I was in called Pulp Fest.
Pulp Fest. Mine was pulpy fiction. The 1990 Dick Tracy with Warren Beatty. Jake, as it's your pick, do you want to talk a bit about it?
Yeah, I mean, this is a movie that I watched over and over and over again in my childhood. I was a big fan of. It's kind of like that precursor to the Sin City style, you know, the big, straight out of the comic book, the pastel colors, larger-than-life characters, the paneling, the shadows. Unfortunately, it doesn't age as well as, say, two of the other movies you're going to watch. For the birthday pick, pulp hero style, but I think it's.
But you like it better than The Shadow.
Oh yeah, The Shadow's the weakest one. Sorry, Chris.
It's all right. I own all four of them on Laserdisc.
I mean, someone's got to buy The Shadow because
and it'd be me.
Yeah, the movie's garbage.
It'd be Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, but
it's all right. Sam's the one that bought Dick Tracy.
Yeah. I have this in VHS, but it's a great cover.
It's my first voodoo film.
That's right. I was there for that.
It's
I witnessed
the
your first
first previously viewed movie from Blockbuster I remember ever buying.
Oh, right on.
Well, having been bought for me.
But my brother and I, whenever back in the Blockbuster days when we got rental picks or whatever before we owned it on VHS, we'd either, he would rent The Rocketeer and I would rent Dick Tracy or vice versa. Like, we just loved watching these movies back to back. And I even made a Dick Tracy outfit when I was a kid for Halloween.
Like Disney, who did this through Touchstone, they had seen the massive box office and even more so the merchandising for Batman '89. And if I remember back in 1990, they merchandised the shit out of this movie.
Yeah, they did.
Like, it was like Dick Tracy merchandise in the Disney store. There was like yellow, fucking banana yellow jackets everywhere, fedoras, like little fake Tommy guns.
I had a wrist walkie-talkie.
Oh, that was my dream as a kid to have one of those.
See, it didn't look like the watch. It looked like a giant walkie-talkie that just had a
nice.
a
my
wristband.
Like when we watched this movie, as we're going through, like I still to this day want that prop. Like that's the coolest freaking thing in the world.
You can get pretty close to it with the new iWatch.
That's true, but I mean, I want like this.
It's a little product placement
one, But it was kind of like the Indiana Jones thing too. Like this really great action hero with this cool fedora. Like why does he wear yellow? Like that makes no sense. But
just like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, just like Indiana Jones.
He's getting ready to train a little monkey.
He has a child sidekick
named the Kid.
I did like that reference, Josh.
That was good. That was well done.
Yeah.
He is a man, and he is in a yellow hat.
That's right.
And his sidekick is curious.
But I love the score for this. It's a fun action movie. There's no way else to put it.
Yeah.
It's probably honestly my first exposure to Al Pacino.
Probably,
yeah. No, I think I would agree.
Sounds about right.
For me, first exposure to both Al Pacino and Madonna.
Yeah,
and probably everyone.
And actually,
in this movie.
Warren Beatty,
I dig the Madonna tracks in this song. I will say real quick, it bums me out that Warren Beatty didn't do the famous nose.
They thought about
Dick
it.
Tracy, like the most famous profile.
The producers and Beatty both agreed. It's Warren Beatty. Let's make him Warren Beatty.
But Dick Tracy's bigger than Warren Beatty.
He still has the rights.
Get the fuck off the rights, Warren Beatty.
Get off.
Get off the pot, but you're not going to, and give it to somebody so they can make a comic book and make a new movie.
Tim Burton says he's finally going to do Beetlejuice 2. Maybe Warren Beatty will finally do Dick Tracy 2.
Talked about it for years. He even produced a TV special in 2008 where he was in character as Dick Tracy and he was getting interviewed by Leonard Maltin.
Yeah,
really?
It's online. Check it out.
I mean,
I might check that.
Directed fine, but come on. Like,
you don't think he can do Old Man Tracy?
No.
He couldn't even do Young Man.
Yeah, I mean, I do really actually like his Dick Tracy. I mean, I understand why they didn't do the famous nose, because it kind of would have looked ridiculous. But it was so much.
Really, the rest of it didn't look ridiculous.
Well, I'm saying for him, because all the the
I'm
villains.
just pointing out the absurdity of the thought process of this will look ridiculous.
Oh yeah, but there's a lot of great.
But Babyface will look fine.
There's the line.
Yeah, a lot of great characters, a lot of great actors in this. This is like one of the first guys with the really great rogues gallery too. You think of Batman and Spider-Man, but
The Flash.
Dick Tracy's villains were almost as popular, if not more
And
popular.
First.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Before the Spirit.
So Spirit was 1940s.
Yeah, it was a little later.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't
without
know
much.
anything about old stuff.
Right.
I don't know anything about new stuff.
That depends. your 80s, 90s is your sweet spot.
If
But
it's on Laserdisc, I know about it.
Right.
So Dick Tracy, done.
Ding, ding. But yeah, Chris, set us up.
Yeah, so we actually have the... I know we've talked about the Laserdisc a lot, but we're actually watching the DVD. But you should be fine if you're watching the Laserdisc. You'll just have to pause our commentary when you flip sides. Randomly, because I don't even remember where it is. So we have the movie queued up and ready to go. The counter is on all zeros. I will give you a countdown and tell you to hit play at the end of that countdown. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Fun fact. I actually got Chris Dick Tracy on Blu-ray for his birthday. Or
Laserdisc.
Laserdisc, yeah.
I was like, why are we watching a Blu-ray?
What?
Where's that present?
Never
Oh, you got me the Laserdisc and Blu-ray?
package deal. It was originally supposed to be directed by John Landis, but
Oh.
after the Twilight Zone stuff, he
Mm.
wanted to kind of backpedal on big budget features.
Fair enough.
I love this shit. Look at that.
It's a nice shot.
Another directorial option was Scorsese, but he decided to do Goodfellas instead.
What a mistake that was. I love the colors in this movie. And I know Jake has already said that it doesn't age well that well for him.
Yeah.
It ages just fine for me.
I'm glad. I mean, it's still really fun. But I remember the last time I think the last time I watched it was with you, Sam. I don't know. I'm assuming that was the last time you watched it.
Yeah,
That you snuck in
I've seen it since.
Have you?
Yeah, I go to Dick Tracy every now and again.
Yeah. It was just like, it ended. I was like, that was fun, but it wasn't. It doesn't give me the same oomph like it did when I was a kid.
Well, for me, it's mostly the visuals, and the visuals hold up.
Oh yeah.
Which is nice, because it was during that sweet
Influence.
spot of like the 80s and 90s where
Even with the bifocal lens.
that's the one thing that'll kill me, and I'll cry about it during the. I didn't say it was flawless.
Yeah.
I just said that it holds up.
Steven Sondheim.
Yeah.
This kid, also known as Kid in the movie, when only acted in 3 movies and then quit acting. Those 3 movies are this, Hook as the Robin Williams' son,
Jack, yeah.
and Can't Hardly Wait, where he was the nerd.
Yeah. The score was Danny Elfman was hired for the score basically because of Batman. Basically,
Which
Disney wanted this to be their own Batman.
you can really hear it. I remember the first time I watched it, like recently, a couple years ago. I didn't register that Danny Elfman did the score, and I didn't see his name in the credits. And the entire time, I'm like, this sounds just like Batman '89. And I think I mentioned that to you, Sam, and you were like, well, it was Danny Elfman, and I was like, that explains it all.
Like when they saw
So Babyface, real quick, Babyface, that never worked for me.
No, it
like,
never did.
Visually, it just looks like a dude that has a huge head,
yeah.
not a little face.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, little face, not Babyface.
But
like,
right there it does because it's supposed to.
Like you, I understand what they were going for, but because of the way it was shot, it just doesn't.
Now here's the thing: Flat Top was
John C. Reilly?
insanely popular in the comic books, almost more so than Dick Tracy. Like he was a massive character in the comics.
That's good that he was such a main character in the movie.
Also, Big Boy Caprice, it was a character in the comics, but Al Pacino basically created his look for this movie. It's unique to the movie, not like it is in the comics.
the how many recurring Dick Tracy villains get killed in this movie?
Well, they killed almost all of them.
Yeah,
and
they
were like,
basically
well,
just
shit.
killed most of them.
Well, they were like, what do we do for the sequel? Because like we killed most of them. Well, I guess don't have to worry about it because there wasn't a sequel.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why. Here's the thing.
Maybe that's why it never happened.
Yeah, I don't even care. I mean, of course, I'll see any Dick Tracy related thing. Here's the reveal. Ba, 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 ba. I have the movie adaptation comic. It's so fucking bloody and insane. It's awesome. Look at that.
He might as well just like throw his trench coat open.
That was a phrase my brother and I use still to this day. Like we'll randomly text each other, "Eat lead, Tracy."
That's really good detective work there, Tracy.
Yeah. But that would have been a great shot if he did have the nose, Whatever.
Yeah.
Look at those colors, though. It's classic.
Right?
I mean, the yellow works here for that, obviously, but...
By the way, the Laserdisc looks really good.
Does it? That's cool.
Yeah,
is
it's
the
a
cover
really good...
like the cover of the DVD? Or
yeah,
is
it's
it
just square.
There's that classic poster of him talking into his walking.
No, it's the cartoon cover.
Cool.
Just squarier.
But I want like a Matt Wagner Dick Tracy comic, and there hasn't been a Dick Tracy comic in like forever. That's cool.
Cut to Dick Tracy's new girlfriend.
Yeah. Breathless.
There was a lot of actresses considered to be Breathless Mahoney, but because Warren Beatty didn't originally want to cast Madonna because he was dating Madonna at the time.
Huh.
And he wanted to kind of avoid like the nepotism that would be associated with that. And she's like, well, I'll work for scale. And he was like, okay, fine. So that means she only made 35, not counting the soundtrack royalties, she only made like 35 grand to make
this is like
movie.
the grossest.
Lips.
It's manless.
He doesn't give a shit. I've never enjoyed a food like he enjoys those.
I don't think I've ever enjoyed anything like he enjoys clams.
88 keys in the background, like...
Mandy Patinkin trying to like, I'm in this movie.
Just playing along. He's like, maybe if I do this well, people will forget that I was in Princess Bride and stop making that damn reference to someone killing my father.
Maybe someone will cast me in Homeland in like 20 years.
maybe I'll be in Dead Like Me.
Well, she does look like straight out of a
Yeah.
Dick Tracy comic.
At this point, she'd be at the height
Straight
of her
out of
powers too.
comics.
Yeah, she's big time.
Yeah? Okay.
No, by the way.
Okay.
Let's try that.
It's the guy from Total Recall that sings the Total Recall song.
Yeah. Recall.
Remember how hard he goes out in Halloween, the Rob Zombie remake? He also goes out hard in Devil's Rejects.
Those don't look like cop cars.
I love Tess.
They originally cast Sean Young to play Tess.
No luck with then they
Batman realized she was crazy, and then they
Yeah.
were like, maybe not.
I mean, Margot
She was-
Kidder got Lois.
But she didn't go.
crazy
Sean
till
Young
later.
was cast as Vicky Vale, and then she got injured in a horse accident.
Yeah,
right?
she broke her arm.
And then she was like, "I want to be Catwoman," and like showed up and freaked out.
Tim
in
Burton.
Tim Burton's office. But yeah, you should have seen like
Stop that boy!
Yeah, but this time with more emphasis.
you should have seen like adults' reactions when I was Dick Tracy as a kid for Halloween. They'd open the door and it'd be like, "Hey, it's a hockey player. It's Batman. It's fucking Dick Tracy. Why is this kid Dick Tracy?" And it wasn't like the movie had been out for like a couple of years, and I was like, it was like 95, 96, I think. And I was like, Dick Tracy.
You know what tie-in games sucked?
Dick Tracy.
Yeah.
Oh God.
The bird's eye view car game.
That's the one.
Yeah, I had that
God.
game.
Also, I didn't bring it up last week. Who Framed Roger Rabbit kind of sucked on the NES,
I
too.
never played that one. Oh, I love the fight in this shack when he beat.
Oh, yeah,
and
where
Dick
you see
Tracy
the
beats the
shack
shit
just-
out of this guy. Yeah,
When you see
That
it
stuck with
rocking,
me.
don't come knocking.
Yeah. This guy, Nick Nolte. Not really Nick Nolte.
If anything, he looks like Marv from Sin City.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
You got any memories of this, Josh? You've been kind of quiet this commentary.
This is the first time I've ever seen it. What?
Oh, yeah. Thank God, no. No, just cringing at Madonna's performances. Remembering that just about every single side character has an obscene amount of fucking makeup and prosthetics on their face. And kind of laughing at it. And thinking, oh, those poor actors.
Do you think it aged well like Chris, or do you think it didn't like Jake?
Well, I think being able to see it now on a much higher resolution screen, you can really see how god-awful everyone looked in the movie.
I mean, I think they were supposed to look god awful.
There's supposed to be like a grotesque element to it.
Yeah, well, they nailed that perfectly.
They originally, like, Beatty wanted to originally shoot this on location in Chicago, and, like, the studio was like, why?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, well, everything you guys have gone over
Oh
about, like,
shit! Sorry.
no, it's fine.
There he is.
The colors are probably one of the better.
The colors, Duke. The colors.
I'm a colorblind kid.
Popsicles.
So one of these actors was nominated for Best Supporting Actor.
I wonder which one.
Lips
Madonna?
Madness.
Dude, the bath, man. What a
Bath
what a-
was traumatizing
Oh,
as
yeah.
a kid. Yeah, watching this dude.
I
get
remember that
covered in
Looney
cement.
Tunes thing with Sylvester and the whatever the bulldog's name
Casino always
was.
makes me really hungry.
Not the
know.
bath.
Yeah,
Not happy birthday. Not happy birthday.
Yeah, this kid eats like how I normally eat.
Kid eats like I have sex.
He does
Yeah.
choose. It's very touching. The name he does choose. He
Yeah.
does choose in this movie.
Who takes care of you?
Dude, how crazy would it be if you're like hanging out in New York one day and like you look over and you're like in some like diner and you look over and Warren Beatty is hanging out with that kid and there's
Still
like, no, he's not a
dressed as-
kid, but yeah,
yeah.
he's still just Dick Tracy, I guess.
He really loves the role.
I mean, that's cool and all, but like I feel like he's just
Yeah,
sitting
what if
on
Warren
it.
Beatty just like walks around with a yellow trench coat all the time?
That's we haven't seen him lately since like
Yeah.
what, Bullworth. I think it was Chris that was like,
Yeah,
I
it
really
doesn't-
want to double check all these quotes.
Like I'm like 99% sure every single one of them is a misquote.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Mick quoting the Bible in Rocky 2.
Like, I had no idea that's... Yeah, Dustin Hoffman,
Yeah.
until the
And he-
credits reminded
Oddly
me.
enough, he's like the one in the least makeup other than Warren Beatty.
I still couldn't tell who the hell he was.
The guy that plays Strickland doing the sign, crossing
Yeah.
himself in the background.
Numbers,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly.
I think so, yeah.
The only one that we don't see die.
I always just assumed. Well,
I mean, I'm sure he does.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
That's a great shootout.
A lot of actors hidden in this movie that I completely
Yeah,
I had no idea were in
later
it.
too.
Yeah.
He isn't in any prosthetics at all,
Van
though.
Dyke.
No, but I mean,
Yeah, it's appropriate that Dick Van Dyke is in Dick Tracy.
Or the 88 Keys character. Like, it's got to be the weight he's put on
Could
in
be.
recent years that kind of hid who he
And the
is in
fact
this.
that he doesn't look like a Spaniard.
Yeah, it is
Well,
25
yeah, that too.
years since he made this movie.
Definitely more than 25 pounds.
Ooh, shots fired.
Maybe then.
Well, I mean, it's the law now, too.
Yeah, you just get put in foster care.
Well, you get put in
no,
the
look at
system.
how cool it is.
Yeah, that's there. Ugh. Sorry, that's the bifocal lens that Sam was referencing earlier.
Get used to it. We see
It happens a lot.
You know, I do remember from this film wanting that watch and
yeah.
just thinking
Oh yeah, no.
when the iWatch was coming out, it had such a chance to fulfill that potential and then really fell short.
Maybe next time on cosplay I'll be Dick Tracy, but that would require me walking around with like a yellow as shit.
I mean, you could do office level Tracy, where you just got the suit on without the jacket and the yellow hat.
Yeah.
That actually looks cooler than anything else when you just chill in the office with the hat on and the suit.
I think the trench coat's really what makes it.
Well, I mean, it is, but I mean, I like the chilling in the office. Slow mo for in case you didn't see it. I'm keeping that.
Walnuts.
Are they good for the liver but bad for the brain?
No, I can't.
Yeah, with a
The
handful of
Sultan of
walnuts?
SWAT. The Sultan of SWAT.
Is
Shut
his
up,
outfit orange or red?
Who?
The other detective of the two helping him out.
It's red.
Okay.
Ugh.
Chile.
I mean, it's not as noticeable there, but if you look at the
Yeah, it's
can
actually
chili,
not
you can-
bad in that one.
yeah,
I like that suit. Like that. That's cool. No one there.
Dick
I guess.
Tracy's really a dick.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we were gonna get fucked up in this movie. Flat Top. Get shot. You fought the law and the law won.
lot.
Yeah, he gets obliterated. William Forsythe.
Pantsless Hoffman is the best.
He apparently did the role as a favor to Warren Beatty because they're friends.
I remember they were doing like an honorary like lifetime achievement award for Dustin Hoffman. And, like my family and I, it was on TV and we were watching it, and they're showing all of like Kramer versus Kramer and Rain Man, all of his great performances, and they're like, and in 1990 he did Dick Tracy, and he's like, and I was like, yeah, I was like a little kid, I was like, that's the movie.
By the way,
that's the movie.
This is Sam's favorite dance number.
Just again, best supporting actor potential for.
You know, Pacino's great in this scene. It's the other.
I'm trying to think what he lost to.
I can't imagine what.
Oh, Joe Pesci for Goodfellas, right?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It apparently took like Pacino like 3.5 hours every day to get in the makeup and outfit.
I really one of these days you have to like karaoke, like do those arm movements. More.
I'd pay
It
good
would
money
be- it
to
would
see
be
that.
Great. It would be great if you could get like a girl to like go up there and like actually like do it, and then you just kind of like run around pretending to be Al Pacino.
I can't imagine that'd be hard to find with our group of friends.
Right? Joy would probably do it.
Yeah, just give me a extra large pair of pants and a pillow to stuff it with.
You know, that could be during the next Rock and Roll Flying Circus. Just have this be the centerpiece.
Yeah, I'm gonna, that's coming up, and I decided like I'm not gonna reserve it 3 hours because the last time I was the only one that was like, I mean, you sang as well,
Yeah.
but like most people there were just kind of like, and it's like, well, I'm doing this for you guys too. Like, I want you guys to sing.
I mean, I did get to karaoke Freebird in its
Full,
entirety.
Yeah,
Remember,
with guitar.
Sam, I've got to be stupid drunk to sing karaoke.
So,
Four Horsemen.
yeah.
Yeah, like 4 of them.
If there's what you're saying is there's a possibility.
Yeah, but like I said,
I've seen
my
him
wallet rarely survives that possibility.
I've seen him do the Tron song by Journey.
Oh, separate ways?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm usually like 3 shots of tequila in by that point.
Oh, Pacino doesn't like that. He doesn't want to hear that.
He doesn't like it when people talk during the movies.
Duck face Pacino.
It's kind of like,
Taking a selfie. Can you do that whole outro too? Where you slap the girl in the face.
Pain.
Yeah, why is the faucet the penis?
Why?
Wait a minute.
Why do you question that? Why does Mumbles look like he got slapped by the Flash? Bit.
Good Lord.
Every time I see them, I just keep thinking, are they supposed to be Mario and Luigi?
Yes.
Okay.
They're the Super Koopa cousins.
Really hung up on those walnuts, aren't you, Dick?
Yeah. I'm still here. I saw that earring somewhere.
My boner sense is tingling.
Manny Patinkin is just awkwardly watching this all happen. Just like,
Manny Patinkin's not actually even in this movie.
Nope.
Sit down. Sorry, I had a flashback to Back to the Future Part 2.
Naked Madonna.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember as a child watching this movie being like,
Yeah.
am I supposed to be turning away? Okay, I'll look.
yeah, that was one of the reasons why Disney made it Touchstone instead of Disney proper. They were like, oh, this is pretty racy. That and like just the people getting machine gunned left, right, and center.
Yeah, I mean, the end of this movie is just a slaughter. They're like, oh, you like this Dick Tracy villain? Well, he's dead. Oh, you like this one too? Well, he's dead too. You don't remember this one? Well, he's dead, so too late.
Well, that's how you prime a movie for a sequel. You kill everyone.
I mean, that's what they did with The Departed. Based on a trilogy from China.
That's
Yeah,
what they do with every
Infernal
Marvel
Affairs.
movie, too.
Yeah, there's very, like, the Abomination is one of the few, and of course Loki are among the few that are, I presume the Red Skull is still out there.
Yeah.
You presume a lot with that one, I think.
Well, because
He's
Hugo
in the
Weaving...
Phantom Zone.
Yeah, Hugo Weaving, even though his contract is like, I don't like making these kind of movies anymore, and it's like, oh, so do we recast?
Is that Star Wars? Was that George Lucas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It works. It's a comic book movie.
Yeah, that was George
Very
Lucas.
comic book.
George Lucas directed that one shot.
Yeah. He directed that transition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some wipes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is one of the like 5 movies that I let it slide.
You let it wipe?
Yeah. I let it pinhole.
I gotta do stuff at the flower place. The greenhouse, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, that would explain why she wears so much green.
That and she has red hair, so therefore she's only allowed to wear green.
So she's Poison Ivy?
Yes.
Ah.
Every redhead.
Man, this is
poison.
becoming more and more like a Batman
One in
movie.
a million. Ha, it'd be 1 in a billion now.
One in a Googleplex.
Yeah, that's so 1940s.
Tch.
Adjusted for inflation.
Mhm.
A million. Ha, I laugh at your million, Tracy.
That means there's 313 of her somewhere around the country.
I like those odds.
Never tell me the odds.
Yeah. Look how intense he was. I'm going to fucking work, going to arrest criminals.
So intense.
Get out
that
my
the
way,
camera
door.
Couldn't even stay.
Yeah, shaking.
Ugh.
How was that? Better. I feel like the thing that they've done, they've gotten better.
There's one I remember with the phone that's particularly heinous.
Yes.
Yeah, they do a good job of not like cutting something in half with half focus.
Is Dick Tracy a terrible cop at the beginning of this movie?
Yes.
He's fucking terrible.
He's too distracted by who he wants to arrest.
his own, like,
He's the worst Batman ever.
I feel like the Joker should show up with a quill here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, straight out.
I saw him sign it.
Yeah.
With this very quill.
Yeah. The pen is, in fact, mightier than the sword.
Ugh.
There he is.
Oh, Dick
Diagnosis
Tracy Van
murder.
Dyke.
There's a scene in this that's like kind of like in Judge Dredd. Remember when the blank dresses up as Dick Tracy?
Oh, yeah.
He takes him out.
He would have made a really great Commissioner
be a judge.
Gordon.
Yeah.
Just this
He probably could
image
still,
right here would be a
I love
great
Dick-
Commissioner
I love Dick Van
Gordon.
Dyke.
Yeah, he could still do it.
But you got to use that Dick Van Dyke.
I'll use that Dick whenever I
Follow him
want.
on Twitter. He's got a Twitter, by the way, so I follow him.
Nice.
We'll just
Does he
start
tweet?
spamming him with pictures of that
does tweet,
saying
yeah.
"You for Commissioner Gordon."
Yeah,
He'll-
Dick
he'll
Van
be
Dyke
like,
for
"Fuck
Gordon.
you, kid. I knew Mary Tyler Moore. I still know Mary Tyler Moore.
Mhm.
I know I was in Diagnosis Murder.
And
I
several
watched it.
episodes of Scrubs.
That's right.
Or
Oh,
at
yeah,
least
yeah.
one.
He's the guy who doesn't, like, read up and learn stuff. And
Yeah.
they're like, that's an old-ass technique, dude. And they have to, like, turn him in. My favorite Scrub episode is the two-parter with Michael J. Fox. The
With
toilet on the
ceiling
roof.
toilet? Yeah.
Yeah, it's so great. That's such a great... And when he freaks out when he's washing his hands.
Yeah.
That's a amazing...
It's a very solid episode.
Oh,
It's
God.
a very solid character.
Yeah. When do we eat?
Josh, you should get an outfit like that. And then just demand.
Oh, my God. That'd be hilarious.
Demand to eat.
Sam,
all
you can
the
dress
time.
up as Dick Tracy, and I'll dress up as Tess Trueheart.
Yeah. No, you know what? I think.
And
Sam,
I'm the kid.
Yeah, you're the kid.
I think Sam would be more comfortable as Big Boy.
Yeah.
I'll be
I'll-
Tracy.
I get padded seating.
I'll still be Tess Trueheart.
Fine, I'll just be following you around all day, Jake. When do we eat?
I'll be Dick.
When do we eat?
Yeah. This kid must have been living the life, dude. You just eat.
Yeah, he was
Eat.
upset that he didn't get to eat this much on the set of Hook, which is why he waited.
Plays
until he was-
baseball with Dustin Hoffman, who's also in this movie.
Mm.
Cherries. Ugh, get out of here.
I feel like they accidentally forgot to replace
Yeah.
the blue screen there.
Yeah, seriously. That's too blue sky.
There was a scene in, I think, the first Predator that was just like that. Like they're in the helicopter and like there's like one of the windows above one of the
Oh,
guys'
really?
heads is just a blue screen. And I was like,
Ooh, not in the jungles, are ya?
yeah, this guy's not that blue.
Ain't got time, the green screen. Or blue screen.
Kid just sits up, blow him or get out of the car.
Then the movie gets really interesting.
Yeah.
Bang.
As a child, I never picked up on the fact that they were in a relationship because they never actually say.
Just like good friends.
Or
Yeah.
really act like they're in a relationship.
I mean, they've kissed a couple
Yeah,
times,
and in
but
the
it's
end
always like very.
In
it's
the
like,
end of
it's-
the movie.
Yeah, it's never like the big like sweeping. It's always like peck
Yeah.
on the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tracy, look up.
This is just like
This
that
is
scene
so,
in
like-
Moonwalker.
Now, from his perspective, all he would have seen is a car driving
With
up.
its headlights off
Yeah.
in the night.
Speeding towards him.
Yeah.
Well,
Thanks for the Tip was also the name
Yeah.
of my first porno.
The name of the Sex Criminals spin-off sex advice book is Just the Tips.
Just the tips.
The
Penises.
Macaulay Culkin was originally approached to be the kid,
I
but
could see that.
he did Home Alone instead, Everyone left this movie to do better movies, except for, I guess, John Landis.
And Sean Young.
He did Coming to America.
Yeah.
It's not too bad of a movie.
Coming to America is the last really good Eddie Murphy movie for a while, and then he does...
Vampire in Brooklyn?
Well, I was going to say Nutty Professor.
Because Vampire in Brooklyn's a pretty good movie.
That's one of those ones where it's weird, because it's like... It's too horrific to be like a comedy, but it's too comedic to be a straight-up horror. Tonally, it's weird to me.
Yeah, I can agree with you there. It's not sure whether it wants to be a comedic horror or a horrific comedy.
Wes Craven wanted it to be more of a straight-up horror, and Eddie Murphy being Eddie Murphy, one of the funniest men alive, wanted to make it more of a comedy.
Yeah, and I agree there. You definitely feel that struggle. As the kids say, the struggle is real.
Indeed.
Just dressing like Disney villain queens now.
I mean, that's how I live my life. What would Maleficent wear?
Cruella de Vil.
Yeah.
That'll get you red paint now.
Well, only if you use real Dalmatians. I use faux Dalmatians, but I still kill them.
It's the spirit of the event.
I get stuffed Dalmatians, slit their throats, and skin them.
Josh is just like, I am having none of this.
Killed my boner.
Oh, I'm definitely having none of this scene right here.
Yeah, this is like always like, even as a kid, I was like, what is she doing?
Remember, real life couple at the time.
Yeah.
Remember, I feel sorry for him at the time.
I think that's
even
the comment. The well, shit.
I think that's even weirder that they're a real life couple.
You can taste the chemistry.
I'd rather taste the rainbow.
This always like. I think she just made like reference to his penis.
When I was a kid, I was like, testify. Testify. And then the Rage Against the Machine saying, come on. It's just that movie ran through me. The glamour subdued me.
Now testify.
I love Battle of Los Angeles, but like I know most like diehard Rage fans aren't like super on that one. But
I mean, it was a pretty bad movie.
Oh, with Aaron Eckhart.
You
Battle of
mean
Los Angeles?
amazing?
With Chris Turk from Scrubs, wasn't he in that?
I don't
Battle
remember.
Los Angeles.
Oh, I'm thinking of
or
a different. Am I thinking of a different movie? I don't remember. I don't really care either anymore.
I never actually saw the film.
I don't remember if I saw it or not. I think I might be confusing multiple movies.
Well, that's
Hey, look at that one.
that you know what? That's
That's
all
good.
right. Yeah,
Is it because
I'll
of the
allow it.
black in the
Yeah.
background and stuff?
You can't actually see what's out of focus.
This movie has some banging montages, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Some banging montages.
Yeah, Pacino dances during one of them.
Yeah, and he's really pissed. Another one.
That's
They're, like,
the best
they're,
part.
they're emptying the thing in the dollar
where
bill.
where he's dancing in the money.
Yeah. Did you bums forget how to kill people? I want Dick Tracy dead.
30 seconds, no more dick.
30 seconds, no more dick. Little hop, skip, and a...
Speaking of Scrubs, did you know that Allison Chalk is in one of the last Ernest movies?
You mean Sarah Chalk?
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yes.
You got Allison Brie and Sarah Chalk mixed together.
Sure.
Two
why
lovely
not?
ladies.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
The one that was in Scrubs.
So, keep an eye out for the stuntman who's about to bust his fucking face hard during this scene. Dick Tracy has to jump from the building to the streetlight, and he totally bashes his face against the streetlight, and they kept it in the film. Prune face. I always thought it looked like Tommy Lee Jones. Side note: I love Tommy Lee Jones.
Just Tommy Lee Jones. No prosthetics needed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Prune face. I love
This is my
I
happy
love the guy
face.
who's named Influence. Like that's his name.
It looks like I might have been wrong about Donald Faison being in that movie. Do you guys remember what year it came out?
Early 2000s?
Early 2000s?
I feel like it was like 2 or 3 years after The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because it's about like aliens
it's-
invading Los Angeles.
It's
right?
like the big thing Eckhart does after The Dark
Yeah.
Knight.
I remember those when I rented.
Unfortunately.
Nothing unfortunate about it.
He's
Oh,
he's one of
Michelle
my
Rodriguez
favorite.
is in it,
He's
too.
one of my favorite guest stars on Frasier. He's hilarious.
It was 2011.
Oh, okay.
So definitely not the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Unless you're looking at 2000 to
He meant the
2000.
early. He meant the early 2010s.
2100.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what he meant. There's Jimmy. Oh, I'm gonna. Oh no, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna.
Michael Pena was in that movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How about Michelle Rodriguez? Was she in
Yeah,
it?
she's in it.
Okay, yeah.
She's Tech Sergeant Ilana Stanos.
I think she actually survives that movie.
Spoilers.
Jesus.
James Caan just in the same
Not
position.
having a good time face.
Is Prune-Faced Charles Napier like Murdoch from Rambo: First Blood Part 2?
I have no idea.
Sounds like it. He's got that kind of that Texas drawl.
He has that cunt.
Yeah, he has that cunt. That Texas cunt.
By the way, the movie that I was thinking of, Skyline, not Battle
Oh
Los
my
Angeles.
god.
Donald Faison is
Oh
in
my
Yes,
Skyline.
he
God.
is in Skyline.
I was
and
working
I
at
did
Blockbuster.
see that.
I was working at Blockbuster when that came out, and that movie got shredded.
Yeah. And it,
Holy moly!
Which
I mean, I never saw
came
it,
out
so.
in 2010, so like the year before.
That's
it.
an early 2000s movie.
But basically the same concept. It was like Deep Impact versus Armageddon.
kind of.
Aliens come to do stuff, and people fight against them.
Well, one has a happy ending. The other not so much.
Skyline was a great movie. I mean, terrible, but great.
So yeah, keep an eye out for when he jumps into the street lamp. He busts his face. Great Scott!
Now it's a Batman film.
Bam!
Ooh. Yeah. Not walking away from that
the
one.
coolest fucking villain and maybe character in the whole movie. The Blank. Which is basically
The question?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Well,
about to say, isn't that...
the question before the question.
Yato.
Yeah.
Hold on. I used to know that fucker's name. Because it has a name, not just Leia. Spoilers.
Bosch.
Yeah.
Was his toothpaste powder?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm guessing that was an old thing back. I'm guessing. Dick Tracy is kind of dumb.
That's terrible.
That one's not as good.
We obviously wanted to tell you he's not going to take the wallet
You know what you
or
could
any
have
of
done?
its contents.
You know what you could have done is just racked the focus when the kid turned around. But no. I can't imagine that it's more cost effective to use a bifocal lens than to have someone crank the focus of a lens. like
I mean, I can't imagine cost was really a concern when making this movie.
again, another problem. Not a whole lot. Like, it doesn't look like a whole lot. It's plenty of money, but it's all hundreds.
I'm trying to think what 15,000 clams would be in 1930s dollars.
A lot of clams?
Well, yes. Buku clams. But, probably about an appreciation of about by a factor of 10.
I'm thinking probably be at least $1 million.
I'm personally thinking around like 150,000.
Yeah.
Oh man, 30 seconds. No more Dick.
Oddly enough, not a porn that I was
That
in.
is where it comes from.
He's
Silly, stupid.
You still didn't leave me that message on my birthday.
I know. Fuck you! You're not the law, Pacino.
Was that the Judge Dredd moment you were talking about?
Yeah.
I was about to say,
He
Tracy
actually had stuff under his nails, probably. Like,
Yeah.
oh god.
He's like, I'm not. I don't care about acting in this film anymore.
Tracy
I have a
himself has
hangout.
been acting like Dredd for pretty much the entire film so far.
Well, I mean, Dredd
Minus
would have
killing anyone yet.
Dredd would have known the rules about not. He would have gone by the book.
Yeah, I feel like he is going by the book, though.
Well, no, like what he was doing in the beginning of the movie, where he's like, "I think we should arrest him, and I think he did this." Like, yeah, we don't have really no evidence, but I think he did. Let's go in and bust him. And they're like, "Again, we have to let him go because it's the sixth time you're trying to arrest him with this is like almost zero evidence."
Yeah.
Dredd would have like had that shit fucking down. And also, you wouldn't be dating anyone and having a kid. He'd be like, "Go away, go away."
I am the law,
Yeah.
not the family.
He lives the life of a
Yeah.
monk.
I have a robot.
Yeah, he's Walter, man. Did I ever tell you in the Dwayne
The Rock Johnson.
Dane Straczynski like IDW Judge Dredd, Walter comes back, and it's so fucking cool. But he comes back, and Dredd sees him, and Dredd cracks a smile when he sees Walter because it's the first time in like years, and it's a nice little moment between the two of them.
So I'm confused. Is he trying to kill him with an excessive amount of steam?
We're gonna blow up.
You just
But it would have been
yes,
probably, yeah.
yes. I'm gonna sauna you to death.
Or is this supposed to be the containment unit going critical?
Yeah.
You just missed the explosion.
Yeah, containment unit going critical from
Yep.
Ghostbusters.
And now all the ghosts are running rampant.
Yep.
That's what causes the Chicago fire.
Yep.
Look at that sheet-eating grin.
And he's like, with badge. That is like the quintessential chief. You know, like the Irish.
He's like the chief in Batman 66.
Oh, yeah.
Chief O'Hara.
Yeah. With this day we feared has come. We have to do actual police work. Remember that you were speaking of Dredd earlier. I'm trying to think of like if they did like 66 Batman but like 66 Dredd. But remember that little cartoon? They're like, here comes Dredd.
He's like a Mr.
Yeah.
Magoo.
He's like bop. Dong. I watched that recently for the first time in a while. It's fucking fantastic. This is hilarious.
Yeah.
The
Because
weirdest scene.
what it means is they walked to the end of the cemetery and then they walked all the way back to yell at him to get in the car and go away. That's because like there's an end to the cemetery right
Yeah.
there.
Clearly, their car is not over there.
No, they're going to the car right now. Again,
That's
I think
all right.
because it's dark, it's probably
Yeah.
Bye. I told you that was gonna be fucking awesome. We'd walk from one cemetery to the end. Fuck
Maybe-
you, Dick Van Dyke.
Maybe they were.
You indeed
maybe,
are a dick.
Maybe they were paying their respects
To like one of the
somebody,
many people they
and
killed.
Dick Van Dyke just walks in. And
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm out."
They're like,
He's
hey,
like,
hey, boy. Yeah.
Hey, Lips, I'm out. and Lips, or not Lips. God damn it.
Yeah. He's like, hey boss, isn't that the
commish?
Yeah, commish or whatever, the mayor.
The
And he's
DA?
like, holy shit, boys, walk with me. We're gonna fuck him up, boys.
According to
And then they
Beatty,
just walk past
the original cut of the film was over 2 hours. But Disney made him, trim it to, a little over about an hour and 40. So maybe there's a scene that establishes all
No,
that.
they're like, yeah,
That's
goodbye,
that
Lips.
was what was cut.
Yeah.
Disney was like, we don't need all this. Just cut to him walking. People will get it.
Zing, zing, boom.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Indeed, pistachio ice cream is what he has.
Does absolutely nothing for me.
I like Madonna in this movie. She throws like Tom Cruise, by the way. So, if you ever saw War of the Worlds. I love you, Tom Cruise, but come on.
What a weird...
That's like clearly a photo from like the 80s.
Yeah. It's weird that trash can lid was just kind of sitting up. Like
It was
that.
Oscar the Grouch's trash.
He's like, "Hey!"
You know what the coolest pop figure that came out recently at our shop is an Oscar the Grouch. It sold before
Like
anybody else
hotcakes?
did. It was so cool, yeah. We still have a bunch of Star Trek, Sam. I don't know if we had the Picard was there, but I, think
I
we
didn't see
still do.
Picard, but I saw Geordie LaForge.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh.
Yeah, I always liked him. Reading Rainbow's coming back on Netflix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the same character,
I,
right? That played him.
I
I'm not,
Yes.
Okay, I'm not confusing people.
I backed that Kickstarter.
Sweet.
You are
LeVar
welcome.
Burton?
Yes.
Yes.
LeVar Burton.
Oh my God, it's a psycho face. Jesus.
We're in love.
Yeah. We're a couple.
When she was promoting whatever album that was coming out right around now, she had a section of her concerts where it was Dick Tracy themed.
That's cool.
And
Again,
like
I like her tunes in this one. Dick Tracy tunes. What do I know Tess from? I have to do some research. I know her for some films.
The character or the actress?
The actress.
Okay.
Tess Trueheart.
You might know the character test from
You might know
Dick Tracy.
You might know Tess Trueheart from such films as Dick Tracy and other.
And nothing because Warren Beatty won't give out the rights. Whoa! Bet someone was making their moves.
That what you said wasn't funny. It was the whoa. Oh, she's the mom in Don John. That's one of the things I remember her from. Oh, and of course, I remember her from this other movie way more than this.
Dick Tracy?
Mr. Holland's Opus. She's the wife in Mr. Holland's Opus.
Huh. Okay.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Great. Oh, is she the one they try to swindle?
She's in the League. I don't know if I got to. I'm trying to remember.
'Cause I did see Dirty Rot. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
she's in one episode of Psych. I know you guys like Psych.
Yeah.
Well,
Grace Larson.
that doesn't surprise me.
It's a lot of TV.
What was she in the League?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I love the blank. So cool. Babe Pig in the City. Oh, she's in the X-Files as
Oh?
barmaid. But that's 1998. She's an established actress by then. Just to cast her as barmaid. ER. Sergeant Bilko. Frasier. Yeah, that's right.
That's probably why you know her.
Yeah. And definitely Mr. Holland's Opus. She's fantastic in that. She's Janet Colgate in Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, Josh. I don't know if that name rings a bell.
I want to say she is the character they try to steal her money from in Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Interesting. Your name's 88 Keys, not Whispers.
Oh, she was in several episodes of Monk.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say that?
Oh, no, I mean,
Okay.
that's one I saw, and I was like, I don't remember if you guys watch Monk or not.
Great show.
No, but she was in it. I used to listen to the little like book on tape that's like 15 minutes of this. They're like made for kids, you know, like read along, whatever. I had the old Dick Tracy tape or cassette.
Shut up, Madonna. You know exactly what it was about.
He's always trying to get him to brush his teeth. He's like, dude, it's the same day, Tracy.
I mean, shit, I wouldn't either if I
I'm
had
not
to use
brushing my
that
teeth
powder.
millions of times.
Tracy, I just brushed my teeth.
Yeah, we'll brush it again, kid. I love this song. Did you see this in the theaters, Chris?
I can't remember. I don't think I did. I'm not that much older than you guys.
That's true. Yeah, because I would have been like 4 when this came out.
Yeah.
I remember, like I said, definitely didn't see it in theaters, but definitely was a rental many times over, and then finally got on a VHS, and I don't have it. I haven't got any other version since. I thought we were looking on eBay to have they had like a prop, even if it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't obviously work, but just to have that. Oh, I just jumped on eBay to check that real quick, and I forgot I had placed a bid on the first issue of Beta Ray Bill, and I am about to win that
Oh, shit.
bid.
Beta Ray Bill.
He's the coolest. What am I looking up again? Oh, Jesus.
Beta Ray Bill?
Oh, yeah, it doesn't look anything like it does in the movie.
Here's my invitation. Oh, yeah, no, that doesn't look anything like it.
No. I mean, it's obviously toy for kids to, like, make it.
Oh, this is an actual working
Yeah.
radio, though.
I want the one that looks just like in the movie. I'd rather go for screen accurate than actually working.
I have a cell phone. I can call my friends.
That's true. And then this is the one cover I was talking about. Hang on. Sorry, it's like loading.
Oh, yeah.
It's so great for a podcast to be like, hey, this is the thing I was talking about. Look at this.
Yeah. What a terrible disguise.
But yeah, that bid ends in like 21 hours. So we'll see. We'll see if I get that issue of Beta Ray Bill.
Falling the Sky wasn't clumsy with his coffee.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, but
We do get the
it
greatest
does-
face
yeah.
in the history of cinema.
Sam's favorite face.
Yeah.
I did love that Dick Tracy just picked up a man with one hand.
Oh yeah, he like knocks a bunch of people off like a bowling ball. I think one guy, like people are doing backflips as he's hitting them, like they're just like flying.
Super Tracy.
Yeah, hiding behind some meat.
Ugh.
Surprise!
So
boys.
did that guy just stay in that like roof for
Yeah, he
you
just
know,
got
all
the
this
food
time?
and yeah, I guess they supply him with.
Poor guy.
I mean, he's got massive ears. That's why that's his
Yeah.
talent in the police force. The mole or whatever. There it is.
Oh,
Oh, this is hilarious. Look at that. A backflip. Look
So
at his face
very-
right there. Fuck you. That's some dread stuff right there.
Look
Josh.
at it on his face
Yeah.
after he knocks the guy through the window. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Who
I
farted?
am the law.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Sorry, it's been really hard to pay attention to the movie while this woman is just singing into my ear. This
Oh, wait.
Babble.
Do you not like Madonna? I had no fucking idea.
Let's not yell into the microphones, guys.
I haven't clipped yet. Well, I haven't did that weird like outer limits.
That's true. That's true. You haven't messed up like pop, 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 pop.
That cockroach is working for Lips or Big Boy.
Ugh.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
Here it is.
Oh, it's coming, man. Oh my goodness.
Oof. The bifocal lens, not his
Yeah.
face. All of our listeners are now going to start noticing bifocal lenses, and I'm going to ruin cinema for all of them. You are welcome.
Here it is.
way to go, Chris. Way to go.
They get the Al Pacino face though.
Yeah.
Oh.
At the South Side Warehouse. He's like,
That was another good moment in podcasting because Jake definitely did like the movement.
yeah. Sorry, yeah. He does it in the movie a little bit. $30, dang. eBay thing. I love how he combed his hair. He goes like, yeah, the 90s were good for her if she was in this and Mr. Holland's Opus. You know?
Bug, not mole.
Yeah, mole wouldn't make sense. I realized that right after I said it, but also he doesn't have a mole on his face. Like, you know, they're just clearly named after whatever deformity they have in the Dick Tracy world.
Dick Tracy world is the cruelest world. So wait, does that mean that Dick Tracy has a dick on his face? That's the
He
nose.
does normally have the hook nose, yeah.
Most famous profile in all comicdom.
You mean Judge Dredd?
He's the most famous chin
You mean Bruce Campbell?
in comicdom.
I have Army of Darkness comics.
but he's real.
You're real.
Thank you.
Like a $7 bill.
$2 bill, y'all. $3 bill, y'all.
Chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water, baby. Now I know why you want to hate me. It's all the world's even seen lately.
There must be a god that just made me choke on my spit instead of finishing that because. This is the old broom and the hat and the jacket trick and the bucket that fools Prune Face. And is that Influence? I don't remember.
Influence sounds like a bad early 2000s rapper. Like with a capital N and then FLEW.
Or a shitty DC nightclub, which is to say a DC nightclub.
Whoa. I love Midnight. And I like Nations. Back when it was a thing.
I'm glad that Bug doesn't get the bath. He doesn't deserve it. He was just doing his job. One of these guys gets wasted by the
Now,
bug.
my question is, why did he get inside the cement?
He had to help him out, I guess. Oh, shit.
This scene never made sense to me as a child growing up because I thought that the reveal was that it was that Bug was Dick Tracy the whole time, but I'm like, but we just saw him enter. I'm so confused. All because he got in the cement. Duty.
Best supporting actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, get his suit cleaned. Ugh. They're like Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Useless.
But hilarious.
I love donuts, so of course the kid's going to love donuts too. Impressive that the chief of police fills in for Tess Schumacher, or whatever the hell her name is.
Trueheart.
Sure. I'll believe you.
Thank you. So, we hired Madonna, international superstar, and she's not singing right now.
Nope. Who is this? Warren Beatty singing?
A Muppet. No, it's not bad, but I mean, you think you're gonna have Madonna. She's the biggest star on the planet. It's like now, if this movie was being made now, they would have hired Lady Gaga as Breathless Mahoney or somebody like.
I mean, she was in the second Sin City.
This is true. She's also going to be in.
And she was in Machete Kills, if I remember correctly.
And she's also going to be in. And she's also going to be in American Horror Story. They're already doing the promos for that.
That's right. That's like the
This actually
big
is a pretty
thing.
good duet, though.
Yeah. I wonder if that's actually Maddie Patinkin singing.
He was in that Zach Braff Kickstarter movie, Wish You Were Here, I think. He was really good. I think it's the same guy. Like the awesome beard now, right? Yeah.
God,
he was really good in it.
What a creepy way to just stare.
He clearly loves Breathless, and Breathless clearly doesn't love 88 Keys. They're like really good friends. It's like they're in some kind of zone.
Ooh, poor guy.
The Twilight Zone?
Yes.
Indeed.
Because that's the only zone I know of that could exist.
That's right. The loneliest Tracy.
The loneliest dick. Yes, I was in a porno.
Oh, there it is. She's a dick by a sunset or something. Sitting on a pier.
Dick by moonlight.
Sonata in E flat. The Loneliest Dick in E flat. And this is like straight out of like the 1940s. This shit right here.
It's almost like Dick is
It's almost like
putting
Casablanca
her in some sort of zone.
Yeah. I feel the need for speed, Tracy.
I've got the need for speed. Highway to the danger zone.
There's that face again. I don't think that's a normal face that Warren Beatty's supposed to make. He's just like,
this is how I act.
Just frozen.
Well, clearly he made that face as a child, and his face froze that way, just like everyone's mother warns them. Frankly, breathless. I don't give a damn. Ugh.
Almost looked like he was wanting to go cross-eyed in that scene.
It was like he was disgusted and surprised by the fact that he loves Tess.
I'm sure everyone else was thinking, why? And he was just internalizing that.
Yeah, we're working on it, Tracy. Right. Yeah, I sure hope she comes back.
Nick Nolte.
Again, Bausch from Return of the Jedi. Yato.
The one law that Tracy will not break on and will follow to the ends of the earth as if the kid goes to an orphanage or not, but he'll like bend and disregard every other law possible.
Well, apparently those child welfare laws are like sacred to him.
I mean, Woodrow Wilson would have just been president. He's the one who basically nationalized child labor reform. There's your bit of American history.
For everyone that's been waiting for American History with Sam Stone, you can now turn off the movie.
Yeah, just sitting there in sweet anticipation.
That was a pretty well hidden bifocal. I, again, don't see why you couldn't rack the focus, but whatever. That's just me.
Budgeting reasons. Not the ones you're looking for, though.
Right, let's think about this. So, to get a bifocal lens, you got to know.
You were saying.
You have to know how far away your two main objects are from your camera. Then you have to get a camera that has a lens that's shaped with both those two focuses. So, and that has to be a separate lens from what you're using for the rest of the movie. Or you can use one lens for the entire movie and have a dude go, why is that even bifocal?
Yeah, but Chris, that what you just explained is totally cost effective, which obviously this film wasn't aiming for.
By the way, this is where the children's audiobook side 1 would end, and he would flip to side 2. This one's for Grant Morrison.
Late for his butt fucking session.
Dick Van Dyke went out hard, like against the back of the bed. It was like, oh,
Yeah.
stunts by Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah.
Used to tripping over all those
Yeah.
stools.
Is that Michael Goff sitting there in
It
red?
looks like
Oh,
him, but I
wow.
don't,
Wouldn't that be great?
I don't think it is. Cause I mean, it does look like him, though. Make him look pretty, because I do love him, because I'm Breathless Mahoney. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Clearly not Madonna
What-
until the very end.
What time period does this film take place in again?
I would say the 20s, 30s, yeah.
Ooh. And Dick Tracy. Oh, well, I guess Dick Tracy wouldn't be able to respond, but